Hi, I'm Jason Walker. This is Walker Tea Review, and we're going to be looking at a oolong tea for you today. It is from Jing Teas, so we're going to go ahead and get this ready to go so we can talk about it a little more as we see what happens. I'm going to sprinkle be a little extra generous with this. Spread some out here as well, give a few more to look at. And then we'll get this ready to steep. We'll go ahead and give this a quick rinse. I like to let my tea, usually I let my teas rinse off. Helps to draw out more aroma. With oolongs that have been rolled, as this one has, it helps to kind of loosen up and release more. So there we go. We'll set this down and set this aside so that we can talk a little bit more in more detail. Now, let's go ahead and talk about what we have. This is, as I mentioned, Jing Teas. Jing Tea is a UK company. We have a Li.Shan.Oolong here. Description from the package: whole leaf Taiwan oolong tea grown in Li.Shan, Taiwan. Now, this has the characteristics of what's often called an upper or higher mountain teas or oolong, which are known for having a more floral element to them, less of the roasted taste to them. So there's not a fiery or roasted element. This one's going to have more of your lighter aromas. So let's give a little bit of information here. Let me read that carefully. 1 tablespoon per cup or small teapot. It says infuse for 3 minutes in 60 degrees Celsius water, or according to your individual taste. So they give you room to say, this is yours, this is your experience to experiment, to find out how you enjoy the tea. Information on taste, or should I say price, 25 grams at roughly $18. You'll find that prices are marked on the website in pounds. So we want to go ahead and let's go ahead and look at our leaves a little bit now, and we can zoom in and look at that. What you see in front of you are tightly rolled leaves, or multiple leaves, still attached to a stem and rolled up into a ball. Now you'll notice that these are a greenish blue. Some people even started to call or comment on oolongs as a kind of blue tea, blue category. Aromas that you're getting are those kind of floral aromas from this as well. And you can see that these are quite large rolls compared to some other rolled oolongs that you may see. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, those have loosened up. We may have something that we can look at a little bit more closely in our aromas, and our color of our tea as well. Yeah, very pleasant, sweet smelling aroma coming off of the dry leaves already. Looking forward to this one. Let's see, any other things. Other notes, as I mentioned, there's a sweetness in the dry leaf, which evoked a kind of sense of maple syrup to me, which was, again, another welcome thing, something that I anticipate trying in this tea, or tasting in this one. There we go. We already see that we've got a bright color here, so we can go ahead and talk a little bit about our color. Get some of the steam off the glass so it's a little clearer as well. But now when we hold it up, we do have a bright greenish yellow here, which is in comparison with some of your more roasted oolongs. This one is a more, as I said, a more fragrant, little or to no roasting, or I should say no roasting actually. Yes, no roasted flavor in this one. Again, floral elements coming out what I found in previous tastings, I've noticed things like hyacinth, a little bit of lily. In China, there are places in China, Shanghai for example, you can actually eat the bulb of the lily. So in my mind, this brought me back to those aromas of the lily bulb that's been served. It's a good springtime dish if you're ever in when you're in Shanghai. I encourage you to try some of that bulb. Now, other information that we want to share. No, let's go ahead and give this one a try. Let it cool off a little bit. Yes, those aromas and those flavors did come out. There's the hyacinth, there's the lily. Those are the elements that are there. So it is a sweet fragrance to it. What else do I want to say? Now, yeah, the aftertaste is still floral, still has those elements to it. Some of the oolongs, or some of the high mountain oolongs, like a Lishan, have an element of creaminess or butteriness to them. This one has some, but not as much as others. So I was a little bit surprised about that. Let's see, the aftertaste, as I said, was there. Those elements of the sweetness of the floral are there. Yeah. This is a tea that goes well if you like a oolong, don't appreciate some of those strong roasted notes of some of your other Wu-Yi rock type oolongs. So to say that to give this one a score, we would be talking about a score of a 91. Again, I'd like to see it slightly creamier or brothier element to it, yet the aromas are there, they're consistent. In previous steepings, we did get those aromas over more than one steeping, so it is consistent. You can expect 2 to 3 consistent infusions or steepings from a leaf like this. One thing you may want to notice after you do steep the leaves, and after they've loosened up, and go ahead and take one out, and you'll see a large leaf, pretty large leaf, fairly long stem, with another fairly large leaf connected, usually two leaves, and a pretty woody looking stem, part of the characteristic of this tea. Again, this one was Jing Tea's Lishan Oolong, 25 grams for about $18, and this is Jason Walker, Walker Tea Review.